Doug Meyer here, and welcome to Morning Pause. Gosh, I got a lot on my mind today, and some of it's going to come out in Morning Pause, some of it's just going to ooze out my ears, my eyes, whatever, I don't know. That's a crazy thing to say. Anyway, I hope wherever you are warm. We do this little thing from Flower Mound, Texas, north of Dallas, and it was bird cold this morning. Of course, cold is relative, 26. So I'm going to reflect on some things. Some of this is just some words, and this is going to make sense, but it's going to be kind of a path that twists and turns a whole lot. Let me start by saying that I'm kind of a learner. I value learning. I value knowledge. That was held as a high esteem for my sisters and I as kids growing up. And I think somewhere in that, I made up some rules that went with learning. And that one of those rules was there is an answer for every question. And, well, I want you to hold on to that. I also made up that life was composed of this journey of accumulating information, accumulating knowledge, accumulating facts, accumulating. And that at a certain point in life, you pretty much gathered all you needed to know to move forward in a vibrant and aggressive way. You know, part of that I think is made up of the storyline that, you know, kids go to school up till 18. And then for those who want to go further, they go to college and postgraduate work and graduate work and, you know, so forth and so on. And each one of those is a rung of gathering information. Then that information translates to a job, which translates to income, which translates to security. Well, I guess basically because I get to wonder and wander here on Morning Pause, this morning you're going to get to experience me kind of undoing all that I thought was fact and true. I am in a season now, and I have been, I think I might have even shared this last week, in some pretty deep reflecting and wondering and wandering. I am lifting up what I thought were the rules and facts and absolutes, holding that over and against what I thought and think is true, and what is the security, I guess, that comes from that. Part of what I have come to appreciate, and maybe you do this too, is that with knowledge comes predictability, which then begets control, which in some cases begets safety. And I think I'm used to what I made up that the more I knew, the safer I was, the more control I had over my environment. Well, in differing ways, all the way back to, 15 plus years ago, I knew a lot, but I still got prostate cancer. I knew a lot, but my marriage still ended in a divorce. I knew a lot, and some of my kids got really super sick. So I began to have these experiences that tested what I think was really kind of a naive notion in the first place. The other thing I made up was that all questions have answers. And that ranged all the way from science to faith. And I grew up in a world that had kind of a lot of black and white answers for things. And again, as life went by, I began to have experiences that pushed that understanding, that notion. And I also experienced that every time what I thought was a question that had an absolute answer, and it proved otherwise, that my security bubble rocked a little bit. And so I would grab out and hold on to those things that I was pretty convinced were absolute and true. So this morning, I have been in a season of wondering and wandering, and have come to believe that every question doesn't have an answer, and that there are hard things that happen in life. And I ask the question, why? And there's not really an answer. Maybe the answer is hard things happen in life. And so then I go immediately to, so what's my file of knowledge that will make that sharp-edged pain feel better? The one I hold on to is that God is present. God is present. God knows pain, and God knows me, and God is with me in my pain. Beyond that, it seems as though most of the rest of my absolutes have pretty much dissolved, or I have decided that they didn't bring me the security and predictability in life that I thought they might. And so learning to live in a life that is, some days it feels like it's just up for grabs, that's going to be okay. And I'm going to be okay. And, you and I are going to be okay. And what does okay mean? Well, okay just means that we got each other, and that we could and should lean on that and connect and form community in tighter ways. How we do that, I'm not sure. I'm a big believer in coffee and lunch. If there are things in your world right now that are rocking, if some of the absolutes don't seem so absolute anymore, man, give me a call. We can talk on the phone, we can text, we can email, we can meet up for lunch. But I guess what I want to leave you with this morning is whatever is going on in your life, know that there are people who care. God is present. I hope that sense of that brings you some comfort. There are some truths that continue to be true. Some will come up tomorrow. Life will continue. You can and will put one foot in front of the other. I hope all this makes some sense. It's really just me kind of sharing with you all some of my internal messaging that I guess I'm trying to give to myself. So with that said, man, let's just take a deep breath and have a moment of maybe what we'll call awkward silence. And then I'll close this with a prayer. What do you say? Creator God, thank you that you are ever present. I am reminded of that by the crisp, cold temperature, by the wind, by the sun that rises, by the bird that sings. Thank you. Amen. Hey friends, no matter where you are in your journey, if you need somebody to walk with you, I got some time to do that. I got friends that are willing to do that. If you want to reach out in the comment box or shoot me an email at dougm@tmumc.org, I'd be happy to develop a relationship with you. So in the meantime, take care and stay warm. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.